we're getting there. Now I just have to pick what kind of shape that I want to do. This side has potential to kind of make a cool shape, like a big inside there and then bring it down lower. I have to make sure that the front part here has as much surface area as I can. I'm going to extend a side skirt the whole way out there, so I don't have to worry about that. I can run a piece of foam along the top of the door here and across, just to create that kind of supercar wide body look with the inverted doors. So that's fine. But I don't want to start the door or the front until the car goes off to the smash repair and gets straightened. So I need to make sure that's all straightened and fixed before I work on the front of the car. That's why we're starting on the back, and I'm going to sort out my shapes and how I want this, and then go from there. Puss! What do you want?
Nada, jump through the
Puss!
door. The big bad monsters are gonna get her.
She's silly.
Silicon spray.
If she jumps on my cars, I'm taking it out on you.
She's probably gonna jump on the foam thing just put in the car.
It's, as long as she doesn't claw through my foam like she does the carpets, I'm okay.
You watch, she's gonna tear a hole one side off the car if she tries to jump up onto it.
No, she's not. Stop giving her ideas. So, I'll be working on a wing soonish. And the wing is pretty simple. It's just a couple of supports, really. The idea of the wing on this car, I've got to do 2 upright supports on the back. Nothing like that shape, but kind of in that spot. They will be off on that angle like that, and they will come out like that. Does it make you cringe that I'm leaving a sore on pretty paint? It makes me cringe. The rear will have the 2 wing supports coming off the back on the angles that I showed you earlier, so further tilted back and out like an FA-18 fighter jet. I need to make sure that they come off the body of the car because I'll have louvers there, so they need to kind of come up about there past the body of the car. And then in the center of the 2 wing supports, I'll have a piece of perspex or plexiglass, some form of clear acrylic that I can then run LEDs through on the bottom and laser etch the top and have it so it shines up and through. So the third brake light will light up the entire piece of glass on the back here, so it'll act as like a third brake light. And that it also has an RGB feature, so then I can play around with it if I'm hard parking and all that kind of thing. Same deal with the louvers. The louvers will have some form of plexiglass or something on the inside that are lit up to match the same. Potentially the skirts also might have a piece of plexiglass along there, just to add to that whole futuristic cyberpunky style look. And the front is a whole different bag that we'll talk about in the future vlogs. Bye bye. Okay.
Starting to look more like the Falcon X or whatever the SRX Blue Falcon.
Did you just call my car a Falcon?
Yes. No, the Blue Falcon. The Falcon drives in SRX.
In what?
In SRX.
What is 0X?
F0X.
F0X.
Oh, Jesus.
What is F0X?
Which is F.
F what? What are you talking about?
F0 and then S0X.
Where is that from?
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
The cool kids know.
Nintendo 64. It is my Lego car at the moment. It's just being boxed together. What is an F0X Falcon, Benjamin? What is it? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I'm not offended. That does look pretty sick.
I'm offended at Australian internet connections.
What are we? 2 megabytes a second?
Oh, you wouldn't even know what a megabyte is over here.
So I needed to find some paper, but I didn't have anything in the garage to draw on, so I'm just going to draw on Ben's gasket kit thing. So what I'm going to figure out is this part right here. Now I know how far the wing is going to come out in my head. So what I need to figure out is how to kind of mold this rear into something cool that kind of flows with the whole lot of this. I'm still waiting on these 3 to dry before I can carve out the wheel well shape and then hack up the top of that. Now, I got confirmation from the fiberglasses that the front and rear bar is being sent off from Sydney tomorrow, so that might be here by tomorrow, but most likely it will rock up next week in the next couple of vlogs. So I need to make a couple of lips and stuff off the top up here, and some recessed parts that sit in where the tail lights are going to be, reshape the tail lights to whatever shape I'm going to make them, if I'm going to change them up, I'm not sure yet, and then sort out the rest. So what I'm kind of thinking of with this rear bar, so we've got the 180SX rear quarters here, got a bit of the boot there, then the rear bar will come out like this, and then we got this part that comes down here, and the wheel starts pretty much about here somewhere. Alright, so we got car. I'm going to have louvers on the rear quarters, so I have to keep that in mind. So however high I go with the body of the car, I have to make sure it keeps that. Boots are probably about that. I'm trying to draw this. Tail lights will come about there. Now the rear canards on the rear bar, sorry, the rear diffuser on the rear bar will probably look something like this. And then the bar will come up to about here. So that would be the original side skirt, that's the door. My cardboard is bent, so it's ruining my shape. Alright, cool. So we got the rear bar. And we got the boot of the 180 and all that kind of thing. So we got the tail lights here. The boot, I kind of ruined that because I coloured that in. No, that'll be lower. That'll be about there, sorry. Alright, cool. So we got that. It comes there. What I want to do with the boot of this, so we got the boot, just to make it easier to see what I'm doing. Tail lights are here. Top of the boot's there. Now these big wing things I'm going to do are going to come off the top here like this. So what I need to do is make something that kind of suits that look. So I was thinking of doing like a bit of a lip off the back here. Bring it down where the tail lights are. Now, not sure what I'll do with that yet, but that might have something to do with that. Who knows? I need to make another one here. Now, having a look at some of the supercars, a lot of the supercars when they're doing rear tail lights. So make sure you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm not sure if you got to see all that. So a lot of the supercars, when you see them, they'll have tail lights. Sorry, I'm just trying to draw this really roughly. Oops, I kind of mixed Type X and non-Type X tails. Anyway. So we've got our 180SX boot there. We're going to have the rear garnish come down to here. Oh, this is so hard to draw this on a piece of curved cardboard. Let's just say it's going to look something like that for the rear bar when it rocks up. Alright, so I've kind of made that a really, really wide 180. Don't judge me. Louvers off the side, rear wing up off the back like this. And then the clear perspex will go across the top here. Now, the back of this, a lot of supercars and stuff will have these kind of like inserts kind of like this, where they've got their crazy looking tail lights or whatever they've got. No, I don't draw cars for a living, so I'm pretty bad at this. And yeah, they just have this insert, kind of looks like this. If you look at most of the Aventadors, some of the Ferraris have them as well. And then they have like sometimes a bit of a shape to them like that, where they've got the car like that, and they've got the tail lights kind of recessed in like this. I'm just creating weird shapes here. But yeah, so something like that. I kind of want to do the same thing in terms of a 180 by creating a recessed tail light area. And have these bits come out from the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'll put the rear garnish back on it, which kind of goes along here, and I'll try and build off the Type X rear garnish here to get all those shapes and to kind of accentuate the original 180SX design, but mix it right up into a completely different way with this different style to it. I actually don't mind that tail light. Maybe I should try and mix that in too. Okay, I'm going to get into that and we'll see how we go. This is going to be interesting.